Hello students, welcome back. So in continuation to previous chapter where you created one instance under public subnet, and now we will create another one, but this time we'll create it under private subnet and we'll name it as PRIV SRV1. So you see here the name, we are just changing it from pub to private, and it's always handy to have this diagram or such diagrams handy with you when you are going to create such labs, because then it give you really a very clear idea that what kind of topology you are going to create. So let's get started. So here if you see under instances, this is the one that we had created. I will just start it so that later we can try to connect to it as well and we can do some testing. So first I go to instance state and I will do start instance. Okay, so it will be now coming up, and in the meantime, now as per the topology that we are going to define now, within same AP South 1A we are going to create another EC2 instance, but this time we will create this in public subnet. So I will go back here and now we go to launch instance. So diagram is important, so that's why it makes our life easy, because then we know what we are doing actually. So now we know that we are focusing on only one availability zone, and another availability zone we can focus later. So that is also helping us to make it clear that what private subnet we are going to create it. So let's go here and now we will go to this, and probably what we can do is simply we can take this name. So here the difference is, instead of public, now we make it private subnet. And then I go for this. For now we are going to select Amazon Linux free tier eligibility that we have, and then key pair. We can use the same key pair that we had created, or you can create newer one also if needed. So for now let's go with the one that we already have available, and I will show you how we will upload it also to the server. Networking settings, of course we need some changes here, so we will go to edit the virtual private cloud. Now we will go and we'll select this one, demo VPC, and then subnet. So now if you go here, we will go and we will create it under AP South 1A. So here if you select here, you see here AP South 1A, but AP South 1A we need, this time we are going to select the private subnet. So this is the private one, so don't go and select public one, because the motive now we have is to create under private. So that's why we will select this one, and then we can leave other options default, or we can create a security group also. But what we will do for now, let's create a security group, and we will call it, we can call it like let's say here private security group, or something that makes sense, like what you are mapping it to. And then this is the description can be something like this, security group. And then what we are going to do here, we are going to allow port 22 so that we can log into the server. That is it for now. And then we go further, we need let's make it 15 GB for now. Testing purpose, this is enough, and then rest we leave default, and I will go and launch the instance. So it will provision my instance. It will take a few moments. In the meantime, if we go back to instances, you see one instance is running here already, and let's take a look at it. I will copy, since this is under public subnet, I will copy it and I will try to log in. So I'll go here, let me make it little like this, and then I can show how we will log in here. So I'm cleaning it. So if you remember, the last attempt in previous exercise we had done was like this, and I'm just going to do it again. And you see here we have this key pair that we have already created. So I will just connect with it. It's important to remember your passphrase, otherwise it will not let you get in. So now I entered the correct passphrase and I'm in. I will just clear it. So let's go to EC2 instance, and let's see here, now it is showing running instances 2, And here you see we have two running instances now. The public subnet now it's only here one, because of course there is only one instance which is running under public subnet. So let's take a look on privates srv1. If I click here and I will just go here, we have a private IP address assigned to it. I will just copy it, and now what I will do, I will just go here, and if I EC2 dash user at this server, and you see here we are able to reach it. So if I do yes, I'm able to reach it, but you can see here that it is saying permission denied. And of course the reason here is we need a private key to get into it. So for that, now what I have to do is I have to copy the private key and put that on this public server first, where I'm sitting at the moment, and then we can try to access that. So I need the path. So what I will do, I will first, so you see this is the key, but rather than SSH, now I want to make a copy. So in order to make a copy, what we will do, I'll do SCP. Then first we need to map the identity key, that is this, then the file path that we want to copy. So here we want to copy this PAM key, and then it is followed by the username and the server name and where we want to place it. So like I want to put it for now under temp directory of the server. Then I press enter. It will now ask for the passphrase. Remember the correct passphrase, and then there we go. We have now copied our PAM key to the server, because remember we are using common PAM key for our private EC2 instances and also for the public EC2 instance, because that is what we opted. So now here I will just log in again. I will just clear it, and now if we do ls temp, you will notice here that we have the key already reached here. Just now I copied it here. So if I do like this, you will see here just .34 and the timestamp is 1934, so UTC. So this is just now it is copied here. If I show you here, we tried to log into our private subnet based instance, but we were not able to get because we were missing the identity key. And now what I will do, I will map here identity key, which is under temp, and then what is the name? It is CS. That is the name. Let's go. Let's provide the correct passphrase, and there we go. You know, if you see here now IP address command, you will see that we are logged in into this VM. You can even say like this is the host name, and there we go. So if I go back now again here, what you will notice is now we are logged in into private subnet, but we are logged in into EC2 instance which is created under private subnet, but we logged in into is using the public subnet based EC2 instance. So there is no direct access to this. So this is how we are able to make our this instance secure, because it is only exposed to public subnet, not to the public cloud. So you cannot access directly this instance. So that is giving one additional security layer. And one step ahead, what you can also do is you can even keep these private, and you just put a load balancer here, which is further helping to route your web traffic. So let's try to do a ping test. I'll try to ping now Google from this private subnet, and then next attempt we will do same ping from the public subnet. Ping google.com, and you will see here nothing is happening. And now I will just exit it, and if we now do here ping google.com, you see reply is coming. Why reply is coming? Because it is connected to the internet, so that's why it is able to resolve. So as a brief overview, what you achieved here in this exercise is that we created one non-default VPC. Under non-default VPC, we created 4 subnets within two availability zones, and then we created two EC2 instances. One EC2 instance we create under public subnet, and one EC2 instance we created under private subnet. And then I demonstrated you how you can access private subnet based EC2 instance from your public subnet based EC2 instance, and how you can also copy your PAM key from your local laptop to the EC2 instance. I hope you enjoyed this short demo, and by this I will conclude this basic AWS networking and overview series. And now I will be creating some other topics based on AWS, so stay tuned for that. Thank you very much, and I really recommend you to just go through all the topics that I have covered, and please do give your comments also if you like, or if you have any confusion, then I will be more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you very much. So subscribe, like, and hit bell icon to my channel. Thank you.